If you are in the age group 22 to 25, you will be in group number 3. And if you are in the age group of 26 and above, you will be in group number 4. So we kindly request you to rename yourselves based on these groups. So, for example, if you are between 13 and 17 years old and your name is Ajay, then please rename yourself 1 Ajay. So your group number first and then your name. If your name is Sumitra and you're between the age of 18 and 21, please rename yourself to Sumitra, so that we can, keep in mind which group you are going. Similarly, if you're between 22 and 25, kindly rename yourself 3 and then your name. And 26 and above, 4 and then your name. So I hope that is clear. So please put the number of your group first. The groups are divided for group discussion based on age. I'm just repeating for clarity. Group number 1 is age group 13 to 17. If you are in that age group, kindly rename yourself 1 and then your name. So if your name is Ajay, then 1 Ajay. If you are in the age group 18 to 21, you are in the group number 2, discussion group number 2. So kindly rename yourself 2 Sumitra, or whatever your name is, 2 and then your name. If you are between the age group 22 to 25, kindly rename yourself 3 and then your name. Okay, so 3 and Vijay. If your name is Vijay, please name yourself 3 Vijay. At 26 and above, you are group number 4. So please put the number 4 and then add your name. Okay, so you can also check the messages. Viduji, who is in charge of group number 4, has put a message. You will see a message from Deva Vidu. So you can just be sure that this is the group you have to go to. Kindly rename yourself also accordingly. These instructions are specifically for the people who are attending the webinar live. Those who are watching on YouTube, you can register for this webinar using the link in the description. Only today's session is free and streaming on YouTube. And of course, you will get to see it. So once you realize it is of great value, kindly do register using the link in the description below. Another small instruction for the people attending the webinar live. After the 1 hour session of Vedjis, you will receive a set of questions for you to discuss. Assigned earlier, you will receive a set of questions that will be assigned by Vedji for you to discuss in your group. There will be a sevak from our side who will be monitoring the discussion and helping you understand it with a little more ease, the topic that has been taught today. So the group discussion is a very important part of this process, of this learning process. That is where we will express our perspective and our understanding of what we have studied in the session. So kindly please participate actively in the group discussion. You will have a sevak in your group who will be, monitoring the discussion and also making sure that you stick to the questions asked. Okay, please feel free to speak. If English is a difficult language, you can also speak in Hindi. That also, I think all our sevaks can understand and they can help translate it to the others. If even these two languages are difficult, I'm sure you will have participants in your group who can help translate from some other language. Suppose you are a Malayali or Tamil or something like that. Then if there's any language trouble, you can also speak in your mother tongue and someone from the group can also help you translate it so that the point is transferred to everyone. I hope I have made those instructions clear. These instructions are only for the people who are attending the webinar live. Those who are streaming on YouTube, kindly use the link in the description below to register for this webinar. So after those instructions, they were important. So I hope all of you have made note of that. I will remind you once again when the session is over. But without further ado, let me introduce to you the facilitator for this session, our dear Brahmachari Ved Chaitanya ji. So the best way to serve a Mahatma is to follow his teachings with utmost sincerity, says Vedji, who is presently serving at Chinmaya International Foundation. He comes from a Chinmaya family, which has always been active in the Chinmaya movement, and being inspired by the Swamins of Chinmaya mission, such as Pujya Swami Purushottamanandi, Swami Siddeshanandi, and others, he has been a very bright student and a disciplined sevak of Pujya Gurudev. He has completed his graduation in electronics and telecommunication engineering from Pune University and has also worked for a year in Tata Consultancy Services before joining the residential Vedanta course in Sandipani Sadhanalaya, Powai in the year 2011. After completion of 2 years of rigorous training under the guidance of Pujya Guruji Swami Tejomayananda and the tutelage of Swami Advayananda and Swami Shardananda, he received the Brahmachari Diksha on Ganesh Chaturthi Day in the year 2013 and was posted at Chinmay Prerna Navi Mumbai Center. Thereafter, since August 2017, he was posted at CIF and was instrumental in compiling the questionnaire for the home study courses, Upanishad course, which was launched in October 2017. He also facilitated the webinar session on the Vedanta home study courses. He is one of the main advisors for revamping the home study courses into a complete online format. He also has assisted Swami Advayananda, the Master Gita Master Life course. Being a versatile orator, he conducts regular study classes for elders, for Balvihars, children, and workshops for youngsters in English, Hindi, and Marathi. Vedji perfectly depicts young dynamism with pure wisdom. As a person, he is very cheerful and kind-hearted, who is always loved by all, right from small kids to grown-up elders. He is very good at playing the tabla and has also got several opportunities to accompany Pujya Guruji in this aspect. Vedji is also very good in Sanskrit and has come first in India and world in the 2 exams conducted by Cambridge University, UK. He has completed his postgraduate in MA Sanskrit from Chinmay Vishwavidyapeeth and is presently pursuing his PhD. So, without any further ado, let me welcome our Acharya for this webinar series, Brahmachari Ved Chaitanya ji. We are extremely honored and extremely happy to have Vedji taking these sessions for us. So, as I said, these sessions will begin, and I will come back again to give you a reminder of instructions once Vedji's session is over. Welcome, Vedji. Hari Om.
Thank you. Hari Om. Am I audible? Clear? Clear audio everywhere. Okay. I request once again to switch on your videos, because you see, though it is an online webinar, unless I see your face, I won't understand whether you have got the point. Should I explain little further? Should I go forward? Right? So treat this as a very, very sincere class, right? We all are youngsters. We all should see each other's faces so that we know each other, at least virtually, right? One more announcement before we start. These sessions which are live, I will be asking some questions to you. You can chat, you can type it in your chat and send the answers when the session is going on. You will get a chance to discuss in the second half of the session, right? So during my talk, whenever I ask you some question, you can type the answer and send it on the chat itself. That way we can still communicate, right? Sometimes your face etc also will be sufficient to tell me whether you know what answer I need to get, right? So I once again request everyone to switch on your videos, right? And then we'll start the class. All right, let us begin. ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ श्री गणेशाय नमः ॐ श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् परमानन्दमाधवम्. Hari Om. So welcome to this webinar, TBH, to be happy. Generally, nowadays we youngsters, we use all short forms. So TBH is for what? TBH, to be honest, but this TBH is little different. This TBH is to be happy. And the fact that we all have joined this webinar means we are not happy. No, Vedji, we are happy only. There is no problem in life. If we are completely happy in life, then we won't search for happiness anywhere. No, it is not that I am sad. I am happy also, but I am sad also because there is a combination of both these things that happen in our life. And we all want to know if there is any way by which we can be happy always. That's what we want. We don't want anything just for some time. No, we want to be happy always. So this webinar is for all of you who have decided to be happy. As the webinar progresses further, we will know why this decision, which is personal decision, it is necessary. Why one has to decide whether one wants to be happy or not. How happiness depends on myself. What are the ways I can remain happy? These are all the different things that we will be seeing through this entire webinar. So let us together go for this beautiful adventure trip, not somewhere outside, but the adventure trip within. Let us take this entire journey together of finding out how to be happy. All right. So fasten your seat belts. We are taking a flight now. We are going inward and we are going to start. Let me know once you can see my screen. Can you see my screen? Yeah. Right. So in this entire webinar series, it will be around 10 to 11 sessions that we are going to have every Sunday. In this series, we are going to see some tips for happy living. It is also the title of a book authored by Pujya Guruji Swami Tejomayananda called Jeevan Sutrani, Tips for Happy Living. I'm sure you have seen that on the website. Link also is there to purchase that book. It's a wonderful book, and we will be covering the entire book in a different way, but we will be covering the entire portion of that book. So please make sure that you have that book with you as we go forward. Right? Already Smarab has introduced me, so I don't have to go there. Let us start this entire journey. Always the question starts with why. This is our favorite question of all youngsters. Whenever our parents tell us to do something, we ask question, why? You should get up early. Why? You should not study at night. Why? You should go to school or college every day. Why? Our regular question. And you see, many of the times what we do is, because parents are not attending this class, so I can tell you, many of the times we don't want to do something, therefore we ask the question why. We are not actually interested in the answer why, but because we don't want to do, we immediately ask why. Why should I do? Why? Now let us see some of these whys that are necessary for us. Why are we here? Why do we live? Why do we do anything? Now these are little bit serious questions. You understand? These are not simple questions like why am I doing a particular thing? No, this is little bit serious. Why are we here? Attending this webinar, going to school or colleges and studying and getting the degree. Why? Why are we here? Why do we do anything? Yeah? Why do we go to school, college or universities? Don't say to study, etc. Don't. We don't go to school, colleges to study, right? See, if we go to school or college to study, then when some teacher or some faculty professor, etc., they give you off period, what do? Off period, yes, let us go out. And even if the teacher is not giving off period, you decide that it is off period and you do mass bunking, etc. Once you go to college, you will start doing all these things. If you really go to school or college to study, then you should go to for studying, no? So if one teacher has not come, you should call another teacher and say, no, you teach. Why? I have come here to study. We don't do anything like that. Off period means nice, fun. So why do we go to schools or colleges? See, initially we didn't have any option. Our parents put us in school and forced us to go to school. Correct or no? Everybody, all of us cried when we went to school for the first time. We don't remember, but our parents will tell, "Hey, how you were crying when you went first day." We all cried. Then what happened? Then we started making friends. Then once we start making friends, then I am not interested in what subject, etc. I go there for friends. We have a lot of fun. So we go to school for that. Then as the years go by, then you start becoming serious about study. Supposed to. No, not everybody will, but supposed to start becoming very serious about study. Why? Because now your career is in front of you and they will put lot of pressure on you. 9th standard is very important. Why? Because it prepares you for 10th standard. 10th standard is the most important year of your life. Did they tell you all these things? Not yet. If those who are not yet 10th, wait. If you have already crossed, you know what all your teachers and parents will do. 10th is the most important year. Nothing doing. You finish 10th, you go to 12th, they will say the same thing again. 12th is the most important year. Isn't it? And then we become very serious also. Everybody pressure and everybody exams, this, that. For what? Because we want certificate at the end of it. 10th pass certificate. Based on that, I'm going to get admission in 11th, 12th college, junior college. Then I do that also. Why? Because another certificate I get showing which I will get admission into university, college, etc. for graduation. Again, their graduation. Why do we go? See, how do we select branches also after 10th? No, you can select science, commerce, arts, etc. Most of us decide based on our marks. Isn't it? If somehow, that has gone into our head that if you get 80% and above, then you should go for science. If 60 to 80, you should go for commerce. If below 60, you should go for arts. What is this nonsense? Science, commerce and arts is not based on marks, isn't it? If I like those kind of subjects, I should choose that. But we don't have that much brain to think also at that time. Many of the times we don't even see the marks. We see where are my friends going. Oh, four of my friends are joining this. So if I also go, there will be a group. So same college I join, same branch I join. Why? My groups, everybody from my group, they are also doing the same. So then we start going to college also for that. And then everybody says nowadays graduation, etc. is nothing. You have to do post-graduation also. So even after 3-4 years of graduation, you do again post-graduation. Again, you go to college. Why? Why do we do all these things? The answer lies here. We go to school or college to get a degree. Why do we need degree? We get a degree to get a job. True or no? That piece of paper which we call as certificate, we are going to show and get a job. That I am so and so, from this college I have finished this. How much knowledge we have got, that is a different matter altogether. But I have got a degree. So based on that, I get a job. With job, what do? I get money. Why do you do job? Don't again say social service. Kai ka social service. If somebody tells you come here and do service and you will not get money, will you go there and do nothing? We do job to get money. And therefore, see, some people are very clever. What they do is, based on how much money we are going to get and what kind of job, they decide what school, college to get, what degree to get, etc. Some people are like that. Now, this money also for what? Money is for comfort, to live a nice, comfortable life. Isn't it? They will tell you also, now is the time to put lot of effort. Why? So that later on you can enjoy. You will have nice big house, car will be there, AC will be there, everything will be there, and then you can enjoy. So this everything that we have done so far, school, college, I don't know why we started going to school, maybe because parents forced. Then we started going for friends, but then for degree, then for college, then again another degree. Then we start a job, then that job is for money, money is for comfort. That comfort is for what? That comfort is to become happy. Aren't we doing every single thing in our life finally to become happy? Some of you now, after the school, college, etc., is over, and once you start going for a job, etc., they will tell you now is the time to get married. Why? Ask the question again. Why should I get married? For happiness only. They may give different kind of names to that, but finally the answer is we do anything only and only for happiness. There is no other goal. Is there anybody here who wants sorrow? That there is too much of happiness, I can't handle it. It's better, we go to temple and we say, oh God, please give me little bit of sorrow. Do we at any point of time ask for sorrow? Or ask somebody else also, why are you always making me happy? You should make me sad also sometimes. No, we never ask. On the contrary, if we have 10 things which are making me happy and one thing that is making me sad, I fight with that one thing also so that that also should give me happiness. You all are sitting right now, and while sitting, suddenly you change your sitting position. Why? Because you want to be happy. You are not comfortable here. Why do we do anything? We wear a particular kind of dress. We walk in a particular way. We use particular type of mobile. Why? Every single thing for happiness. There is no other goal. Every single person at all times wants to be happy. And it doesn't matter what age you are. Remember, the small child who doesn't understand anything also is doing everything for happiness. All of us youngsters are doing everything for happiness. Middle-aged people are doing everything for happiness. Old-age people are doing. Every single person is doing everything for happiness. Think about it. Those people who, remain awake late at night, on phone, they want to be happy. Some people sleep early so that they can get up early. Why? Because that gives them happiness. Every single person, all of us at all times, we are doing everything for happiness. Now comes the most important question. Are we happy? Because remember, if we are doing everything for happiness, if we are not happy, what is the point in doing all that? Imagine after going through the entire process of school, college, then get a job, degree, then a job, then money, then comfort, and at the end of it, if I am not happy, what is the use of all that? So the question is, are we happy? And most of the times, the answer is no, we are not happy. And it is not because our situation outside is different. Why? Because situation now is much better. You see on screen, our communication has become wireless. The old times they used to have phone calls. Now nothing, no phones, etc. are there. Mobile phone, wireless. Now to have phone, etc. is also not required. Watch is sufficient. I can start directly talk here. Wireless. Our business has become cashless. True or no? Everything happens on Google Pay. Right? Cards, etc. are also not required now. Cash to forget. Card itself is not required. Our telephones have become cordless. Our labor has become effortless. Now everything is so simple. Our food, fatless. We start managing everything. How many calories am I eating? Now to young days only we start taking the tension. I want to maintain my physique. Very good. Fatless. So we keep counting. Our attitude, careless. Doesn't matter. What is there, veggie? Just sit back and relax. How does it matter if everybody is studying? Let me study when I want to study. Careless. Our youth, jobless. Even after doing all this, full of effort to get a degree, still no jobs. Our education, no value, valueless. You imagine after 4 years of study of a particular, subject, let us say engineering or medical or commerce or arts, anything you study, Again, the company says if you want a job, you will have to go through training. What training now? They are simply telling on our face that we don't believe in you have studied anything in 4 years. So we are going to train you again. Imagine somebody who has done computer engineering for 4 years and another fellow who has done mechanical engineering for 4 years. Both of them sit together and do training of what? Corporate programming. Same. I have done 4 years of engineering. Nothing. We don't have any value for your education. Aren't they telling this straight away on our face? Our education has no value. Forget about the essential spiritual values, core values, cultural values. That is a different matter altogether. But even education wise has no value. Our faith becomes godless. I don't believe in any God. Why? I am a very open kind of person. I'm a spiritual person. Who told you that spirituality doesn't believe in God? No, Veji, we should embrace everybody. Yeah, nobody is saying no for that. But that doesn't mean I should not believe in God. What is this nonsense obsession with not believing in God? A result of it is what? Our relationships are loveless. There is everything else in the relationship except the thing that is most important, and that is love. Our arguments are baseless. On nonsense things we keep arguing. True or no? Sometimes, I am sure you yourself must be feeling, kya chal raha hai? Why am I arguing on this? Don't you feel sometimes? Our feelings are heartless. Just everything happening mechanically. Anybody is going there telling that I am going here. Oh, very good. All the best. Do you really are wishing from your heart? No. Because he said I have to say something. No, so I said all the best. Very good. Every single thing like that. No heart in it. Our follies, our mistakes are countless. One after another, we keep making mistakes. Nowadays, even if you ask youngsters, what is your ambition? What ambition? No ambition. I want to come first in my school. Kai ka ambition is just a small ambition. You remember, when we used to go to school, etc. I'm sure all of you also have experienced. Sometimes somebody will come and ask you what you want to become in your life. You remember such question? Everybody got that question. I don't know, but when we were in school, majority used to answer they want to become pilot. I don't know what happened to all those. None of them have become pilots. Did you also answer something like this? Aeronautical engineer. We didn't even understand what is aeronautical engineering means. But that the word was very fancy. I want to become pilot. I want to go on ship. Some answer you used to give. Nowadays, that answer also you don't get. Majority, if you ask them, what is your ambition? No, not thought about it. What do you want to do after 10th? I don't know. After 12th, after graduation? We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. And therefore, our life has become joyless. Now remember, situations outside have become much better for us. We are not going through the trouble that our parents went through. I hope you realize this. For them, every single thing was a struggle. School, college, to get uniform, to get books, etc. for studies. They didn't have their own home. They used to live in some other home or some rented flat, etc. We, most of us, are born with all those things already taken care of. We don't have to fight for things which our parents and our grandparents fought for. Do you agree? Do you agree? We are in a much better position than how our parents were at this age, at what age we are, right? But still, we do experience a kind of calm and peace in our grandparents and parents' life, which we are not experiencing. Isn't it strange? Sometimes you go to your grandparent and they are just happy for no reason. And we start to think, what are they happy about? What makes them happy? That is what we are going to see in this webinar. The entire purpose is to understand where is this happiness? How come they become so happy and I don't? What is the secret? Where is that trick? Where is the key to that happiness? Right? That's what we are going to see. There is a very famous quote of Pujya Guruji Swami Tejomayananda. Tragedy of human life is decreasing happiness amidst increasing comforts. Isn't it a fact? All our comforts are increasing. You imagine those millionaires and billionaires and crorepati's, etc. They are living such a lavish life, but in such a palatial house with so many cars and so many servants and everything, AC and bed and everything is so perfect, but they don't get sleep. Isn't it fact? They are scared from every single person in their house. Whether it is a servant, they are scared. They may kill us. Whether it is their own children, they may kill us because they want entire jaida, the entire money they want. Everybody they are scared of. And at the same time, in front of such a palatial house, on a roadside, one man is sleeping like this, as though he doesn't care anything. Why? How come? The fellow has nothing. That's why he is happy. You see? When the demonetization etc happened, 500 rupee 1000 rupees notes are banned, there is nothing. Who had problem? Who had 500 and 1000 rupees notes which are which are too many, isn't it? One who doesn't have money, how does it matter? Now these floods etc also situations etc come, one who has lot of money, lot of wealth etc, they are scared that their wealth will go away, their house will go away, their car will go away. One who doesn't have anything, he doesn't have any tension. So the question is, if all these comforts, if all this lavish lifestyle is what is going to give me happiness, how come it doesn't give them happiness who has it? They have everything, but still they are not happy. Don't we see they are all the time fighting? They don't show it in front of public, but we see what is happening in their life. Many of us are also very much interested in what is happening in their life also. These all film stars and sports people etc, what is happening, who is dating whom, did they get divorced, and when are they separate, and how does it matter? You live your life. Tomorrow your exam is there and they are not going to come and write your exam, but we are very much interested. But we see that outside it may look like very nice happy goody thing. The moment you start seeing little bit inside, you start to understand that they are not happy. So the question is, what makes us happy? Some people will say, ice cream makes me happy. Veggie, I tell you, whether it is summer, winter, or rainy season, ice cream is for all seasons. Please do not say that you should eat only in the summer, etc. There are reasons, enough reasons is there. See, summer you should eat ice cream because it is hot outside. Winter you should eat ice cream because Ayurveda says that ice cream is creates heat in your body. So when summer outside is so cold, you should generate that heat inside the body. Therefore, you should eat ice cream. And in the rainy season, you should eat ice cream so that balance of your body temperature and outside temperature remains. I am not giving you reasons to give to your parents, but I am just telling those who love ice cream will have enough reasons to get ice cream. Why? Because that makes them happy. Somebody will say, what is this ice cream, sweet, etc. Pizza. Hot pizza. And I tell you, Veggie, the moment you take that one slice up, no, that cheese should just stick there. That is how it should be. Molten, molten cheese. Pizza. Wow. Some people will say this food, etc. is not. Friends, they make me happy. Today is friendship day, no? Oh, my friends, they make me happy. Some people say dancing makes me happy. Nowadays, there is no other kind of enjoyment, I think. All youngsters all the time want to dance only. Any celebration they want to do, put DJ and dance. And so many people dancing in such a small place, you can't even dance properly. No movement you can do properly, but they just, you come to Kerala, etc. No, very good. Lift your one hand up and do this. This is called dancing. Everybody is doing the same thing. Dance. Dancing gives so much of joy. I'm not making fun or anything, but I'm just telling you what makes happy. What makes each person happy is different. Some people, for them, roaming is happiness. They'll go to this place, that place, that place, that place. They want to keep roaming. Some people will say, no, sit at home. Why unnecessarily go? Relax. Half pant, etc. Banyan, you just sit and relax. Why unnecessarily, get ready and go out? It is raining anyways. What is there? It is different for each person. For some people, roaming, mobile, electronic devices, etc. For some people, that gives them happiness. For some people, family gives them happiness. Isn't it? They say stay with your family, you enjoy with your family, go on vacation with your family. That gives them happiness. Some people say buy car gives me happiness. The moment that car enters, they can tell which model that car is, which company, which model, which year. Nowadays year etc. is not that important. But when we were growing up, no, that year was very much important. That was built in which year. They used to have that all bike car. Some people will say nothing doing. There is only one thing in the world that gives me joy, and that is sleep. So any time I get a chance, I sleep. Even though everybody else is sitting, it doesn't matter. I sleep. Every single time I get a chance, I sleep. For some people, sleeping gives joy. Some people, house. Oh, my own house should be there, and this facility, that facility. For some people, money. If you see among all these things, I have just given few examples. You can tell a particular example also in this, right? It gives you joy, but all these things and all other things which you can think of can be categorized into three: objects, situations, and people. Now carefully see again, I have not just randomly put colors there. All the objects I have put in blue. Ice cream, pizza, mobile device, electronic devices, bike, car, house, money, all these are objects. Situations give them happiness: dancing, sleeping, roaming, chatting, right? Or people, friends, family, etc., etc. These are the three things, three sources from which we get happiness. What makes us happy? Some objects that I like, some situations that I like, and some people that I like. That makes me happy. Next important question. Is there happiness in objects, situations, or people? Why? Simple logic. Ask this question. Does that object or situation or person give me happiness always? The same thing give me happiness always? No. You may say ice cream, I love ice cream. But when you are not in mood, when you have listened about some, bad news, etc., then you don't enjoy that ice cream. When you have fought with somebody, you don't enjoy that. Otherwise, that ice cream gives you happiness. But today, that object does not give me happiness. Today, that situation is not creating that joy. Today, that person is not making me happy. Another question, does the same object, situation, or person gives same amount of happiness to all people? No. What flavor ice cream you like? I hate it. What I like, you may hate it. You may think that, oh, best kind of ice cream is strawberry ice cream. And I will say, what strawberry? Yeah, I don't want strawberry ice cream. Chocolate. No, Veggie, what is this chocolate, etc. You should go to naturals. Have tender coconut, sitafal, or what. Point is, what makes you happy will not make everyone else happy. What TV channel you want to watch, everybody will not enjoy that. What movies, what sports, what shows, what you want to do or you want to watch, everybody may not find that. It is subjective. It depends on each person. Also, do I get same amount of happiness with every experience of the same object? If you say ice cream, not just ice cream, chocolate ice cream gives me joy. Does that chocolate ice cream give me same amount of joy every time? No, it does not. There is something called as law of diminishing value. As I keep enjoying, the joy goes on decreasing. Imagine the first gulab jamun I eat. I love sweets and I eat first gulab jamun. Ah, heaven, heaven. Then second, then third, then somebody forces to eat three, four more, then more and then more. Then you say, enough, enough. Now I don't want. What happened? But you love gulab jamun. What happened? It has a law of diminishing value. As I keep enjoying, it starts to reduce. The joy starts to reduce. In Maharashtra, you all may be from different parts. I'm sure such things are happening in other places also. In Maharashtra, whenever Upanayana Samskar happens, thread ceremony, or whenever marriage, etc. happens, whenever it is fixed, all the family, friends, etc., they will call you for food, for feast. before you get married or before that some that Upanayana etc. happens. And what they will do, no, Upanayana time though, because you are some 7-8 year old etc. So they will want to make something that you like. So they will ask your mother, what does he like or what does she like? And suppose by mistake your mother tells exactly what you like, then every single person makes the same sweet. I tell you, when my Upanayana Samskara was to happen, I went to some 16 places, all of them made gulab jamun. Because my mother told them I like gulab jamun. It became so much that after that, for 1 year, I did not even touch gulab jamun. Even somebody shows me gulab jamun, I used to say, don't. You get nausea out of it. Otherwise, you like it, but how much? If it becomes too much, the joy value goes away. So there is this clearly this law of diminishing value which is there. Too much of anything, even if things that we like, we can't. Some friend that we like a lot, but up to certain extent only we can bear them. After that, you say, you please go home now. Enough. Tomorrow we will meet. Bye. Why? You can't handle. Too much of a person that I like also is not good. So the point is there happiness really in object, situations, or people? Why? If there is, then this should not happen. Then all objects, people, or situation that I like should give me joy at all times, same amount. The same object, situation, people should give joy to everything, to everybody. That we don't see happening. Imagine if there was joy in some object, the object should have started dancing. No, because they have so much of joy. There is no joy. There is no joy in them. We give them that value of joy. There cannot be any happiness in object, situation, people. There cannot be. Technically, it is not possible. But still we experience joy when the particular object, particular situation, particular person is with us. How do you understand this? Where is happiness then? Somebody said rightly, happiness is subjective. It depends on me. And we can see also very clearly, if happiness is not outside, then it must be inside. There are only two options, no? If it is not in the world of objects, situations, and people, then it must be inside. Where is joy? Is it inside me? Actually speaking, Vedanta says it is not even inside us. It is us. Careful. I am not saying happiness is inside me. I am saying I am happiness. What? I am happiness. That's what Vedanta is telling. There is one very famous quote of Rumi. Rumi was a great philosopher, poet, etc. You might have seen this quote, very popular. The quote says, what you seek, seeks you. What you seek, seeks you. But this Vedanta goes one step further, many steps further. Why just one step? And says, what you seek is you. When I say I am looking for happiness, that happiness lies not just in me. I am that happiness that I am seeking. Now, mind you, if there is no happiness in the world, and if the happiness lies within as me, then if I keep on searching it outside, I'm never going to get it. You know that famous story that there was one old grandmother, old, very old. She had bent a little bit because she can't stand also properly, and using a stick she used to walk. And that old grandmother, under a street light with her specs, she was searching for something. 4 or 5 youngsters were going by that road and they saw this old grandmother is searching for something, looking for something. So they went and said, Amma, Granny, you want anything? Are you searching for something? Shall we help? She said, yes, please. I'm searching for my pin, safety pin. He said, oh, that's it. Oh, don't worry, we will find it for you. And all 4 or 5 youngsters started to search for that pin. 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes over, they could not find the pin. They went back to grandmother and said, please tell us, where were you standing? Where did it fall? How did it fall? Let us understand. Let us do the reverse engineering process and find out where it could have gone. Young mind, no, we think we follow a very logical everything, etc. We go there and start to find out where it's at. And grandmother started to tell, I was sitting there in my room and I was working for something and I was using that safety pin and the safety pin fell there. Now the youngster said, what? Where were you sitting? In my room. Where are you right now? On the roadside. Huh? If the pin fell down in your room, why are you searching here? Grandmother calmly said, because there is no light in my room, I cannot search it. Here there was light. I thought I should search. Now, mind you, don't laugh at grandmother. Why? Because in this story, we are the grandmother. We are searching for happiness somewhere where it is not there. Imagine 4 minutes, 5 minutes, forget about that. 5 hours, 5 years also, if you search for that pin there, you will not get it. Why? Because it is not there. Similarly, we keep shifting objects, we keep changing situations, we keep changing people also. This person was giving me happiness, now it is not giving. Your and my friendship is over. Now I am going to make friendship with somebody else. Then what? I am going to say we both are friends forever. BFF, best friends forever, and that forever will not remain even for 1 year. Then what? Then that person is replaced by another person. Then you start posting pictures of this person and you. Why? You want to show to that previous person, I have got a new better friend than you. You want to show. Why? Because that is not giving me joy anymore. This is giving me joy. We change people, we change situations, we change objects, thinking that that will make me happy. But my dear, we are looking at a wrong place. We are never going to get happiness where there is no happiness. So where should I seek? Where should I search? I should search within. Why? Because I am of the nature of happiness. What you seek is you. I am looking for happiness. I am that happiness that I am looking for. So happiness is our own real nature, which I will experience when I have that calm state of mind. And therefore, many times, if you ask what is the definition of happiness, they will say our own true nature. That's the definition of happiness. Happiness is the calm state of mind. Why? Because in that calm state of mind, you can experience your own nature. That is what is happiness. Now comes next question. If I am of the nature of happiness, then why don't I experience it? If I am happiness, I should experience. It doesn't look like I am happiness. Why? All the time I am so serious. Don't laugh. Why? It's a serious business. Life is very serious. Are kai ka serious? Smile a bit. No. What is your problem? No. And you walk with straight face on the road. Somebody else is going there and gives a smile. Then you say, fool. He doesn't know what is life. Arey, let him smile. Pavam fellow, let him smile. You also smile a bit. What is there to smile? If I am of the nature of happiness, how come I am sad all the time? What is happening? Do we experience the state of happiness all the time? No. And actually, no, we are very interesting kind of people. When we are sad, we want everyone to know that I am sad. Because that gives me happiness. You imagine the level of searching for happiness that we have gone to. So if I am angry on somebody, when everybody is sitting, I will sit in one corner. But I am not happy with just sitting there. I expect that everyone should come and ask me what happened, why are you sad, isn't it? So even that sad face is so that everybody will appreciate me, look at me and ask me. That gives me happiness. I thought that, I used to wonder. Some people, they like to watch these kind of emotional kind of movies, etc., which make them cry. And I used to wonder, why are they watching it? If they know they are going to cry. Nowadays in Insta, etc., reels, etc., are there. The entire movie was okay, but this scene, and then they will show some emotional scene. ये दुख का है खत्म नहीं होता बे. अरे, if you know the दुख खत्म नहीं होता है, why are you watching that? No, but that gives me joy. Some people are very afraid of these horror movies, etc. But you should see, they will sit like this and then in between they will open two fingers and they want to watch. But if you are so afraid, switch off the TV, go inside and sleep. No, 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 no. That fear also gives me joy. That emotional attachment gives me joy. That crying gives me joy. Comedy gives me, everything gives me joy. But still at the end of it, I am not happy. If I am of the nature of happiness, why I am not experiencing that happiness? That is because it is covered with our desires and thoughts. Imagine a huge, strong light covered by a thick sheet of cardboard. So you are there, there's a thick sheet of cardboard in between, and there is light on the other side. Is there light or not? Yes. There is light in the room, but I don't see any light. Why? Because there is a thick sheet of cardboard which is covering that light. Is there happiness in me? Yes, I am that happiness. But why do I not experience it? Because it is covered by my own desires, my own thoughts. So then what happens? Once I start fulfilling some of the desires, I start experiencing little bit of joy. Imagine in that thick cardboard, if you make one hole, then from that one hole, one ray of light will come. If you make 2, 3 holes, more rays of light will come. Similarly, this thick sheet of desires which is covering me from my own nature, when I fulfill one desire, what happens? Little bit of one ray of light comes out. I want ice cream, I want ice cream, I want ice cream. I get ice cream. I become little happy. But I don't want just ice cream. I want chocolate ice cream. From this particular shop, I get that. I become happy. Now, some desires can be little bigger desires. I want to come first in the class. I want to get 98%. I want to get a job. I want some take more time now. You get ice cream, go to the shop and get ice cream. But you can't say, okay, I want job. Which shop to go? You can't directly go there. Na? It requires a lot of training, lot of practice, lot of exams. Then you go and get it. So when my desire is, which is worth a lot of effort and I put the effort and I get that, then what? Then it gives me more joy. Haven't we seen recent cricket World Cup? Interestingly, the T20 World Cup that we won, both the teams, one who won, India that won, and South Africa that lost, both of them, all the players were crying at the end of the match. Somebody will watch and will say, what is happening? South Africa crying, you can understand. They have never won an ICC tournament, and they came so close and they were at a winning position and they lost. Why are Indians crying? Because that thing was so much desire. For last 12 years, 13 years, seeking it, going closer, not doing it, not getting it. Once I get it, you can't even express that happiness. The only way you express is through tears. Haven't we seen with small children also? When they are extremely happy, they start to cry. Haven't we seen with our mother also? When she is so happy, she starts to cry. Why? Stronger the desire, when it gets fulfilled, I become more happy. So to put it in the formula, Pujya Guruji Swami Tejomayananda has given this beautiful formula. Happiness is equal to number of desires fulfilled divided by total number of desires entertained by my mind. So suppose I have 10 desires in mind and one of it gets completed. What will be the happiness? 1 divided by 10.1. Suppose 2 desires get fulfilled, 0.2. Suppose all desires get fulfilled, 1 unit of happiness. But it never happens. Why? Because as I keep on fulfilling my desires, my denominator also keeps on growing. Isn't it? When I achieve something, when I get something, now I want something else. You wanted job, 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 job. You got job now. What? No, no. Now I want increment. But I want a better job, better stability, better position. It never ends. Person who is walking looks at a person who is going by bicycle and says, "Arey, so lucky, yaar, bicycle fellow, so lucky. I have to walk." On bicycle, one who is going, he looks at a bike and says, "Arey, bike so good. Just you do and you go ahead. Here I have to paddle and paddle and paddle." One who is going in bike looks at the person in car and says, "So lucky." Why? He's sitting comfortably in the car and going. I have to travel on bike. Sun is there, rain is there. I have to go. Person in car looks at a person with a better car and remains unhappy, saying that, oh, that person is so lucky. Not just any car. He's got a Mercedes. He has got a this. He has got Jaguar and whatever. Now, person sitting there, he looks at a person and says, oh, he has got his own helicopter. He is going in flight. One who is in flight, he says that I should own my own aircraft. And you know what the person who has the aircraft does? That person having the aircraft puts a treadmill in the aircraft and walks. What a nonsense. You started from there, you were walking on the road, you thought cycle is better. Cycle fellow thought bike is better. Bike fellow thought car is better. Car fellow thought one's own aircraft, etc. is better. A person there says, I wish I could walk a little bit. What? So everybody is sad. How? Looking at the person in front. Why? Because I have this desire fulfilled, but I have few more desires to fulfill. So as I keep on increasing the number of desires that are fulfilling, my denominator also goes on increasing. I get more and more desires. Actually, this is the reason why our parents and grandparents were happier than us. Because they had very few desires. Now, because we have everything, therefore we have lots of desires. They used to say, if you get 2 meals, that is sufficient. Something to eat, that is sufficient. We are like, no, 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 not just any 2 meals. I want a particular kind of meal. So, spirituality, Vedanta says, rather than working on fulfilling the desires, rather than increasing the numerator, why don't you reduce the denominator? Mathematics, I'm talking. Even if you don't like, this is simple mathematics. This one you should like. Happiness is equal to number of desires fulfilled divided by total number of desires. So if I keep on working on fulfillment of desires, I may become little bit of happy. Maximum happy I can become is 1 unit. But suppose I start to reduce the denominator, little tricky mathematics. If the denominator tends to 0, it will never become 0. If it tends to 0, happiness will tend to infinity. Am I right or wrong, mathematics people? Right or wrong? If you get all the desires fulfilled, your happiness will be 1 unit. But if you start working on the denominator, reduction of denominator, you can actually get infinite happiness. So in these sessions, what are we going to see? We are going to see how can we work on reducing the denominator. We will still enjoy life. Life is for enjoyment. Happiness is at the core of it. We will still enjoy, but we will learn how to enjoy in a way that happiness can become infinite. Right? So tips for happy living. Now, happiness we understood. Living, that part we have to understand. What is life? Next question. Everybody says, different things. You breathe, that is life. Some people think that life is some unknown entity which we have no idea about. Something is there, I don't know. Some people say, since you are born till you die, the lifespan, the time span between that is called as life. In spirituality, we define life as a series of experiences. That is life. I have one experience, then second, then third, then every moment I have experienced, all of my experiences put together is what is called as my life. बाबू मोशाय, जिंदगी बड़ी नहीं, लंबी नहीं, बड़ी होनी चाहिए. A famous dialogue from a movie. That life should not be long, but life should be great. How can life become great? By the quality of experiences. It doesn't matter how many experiences you had, but what kind of experiences did you have? Life is a series of experiences, and therefore quality of life depends on the quality of each and every experience. So how can I say I am living happily if my experiences are happy? I am living a happy life. If my experiences are sad, I am living a sad life. It is simple. So to make life happy, I have to make each experience happy. For happy life, that is what we have to work on making every single experience happy. So we understood what is happiness, where we think is happiness, but now that we understand where actually it is, we understand all that. We understand life also. This must be the life series of experiences. Many experiences are there, and therefore to make a life a successful or a happy life, I have to make each and every experience happy or successful. And that is what we are going to see throughout this, through a very, very beautiful book authored by Pujya Guruji called Jeevan Sutrani, Tips for Happy Living. Lessons from life on life. It's a crash course, 11 classes only. Crash course on what? On how to live happy and how to outlive life, how to live even beyond that. Transforming us from ordinary to extraordinary. Because life is like that. If you don't think about it, if you don't live like that, it will live an ordinary life. Everybody is born, everybody lives, everybody dies. Nobody cares. If you want to live an extraordinary life, you need to reflect on all these points. That is what we are going to see. So Guruji Swami Tejomayananda starts the entire discourse, the first chapter, with the sutras, Jivan Sutra. Sutra means formula, small, small sutra. Sutra means formula. Jivana means life. They are tips, they are small, small lines will be there. Like for example, here you see, Atha Jivana Sutrani Prastuyante. Now we shall expound the aphorisms of life. Aphorism means sutra. That's short formula. Yajnatva, knowing which, abhyasya and practicing which, Jivanam Sukhaya Bhavati, life becomes happy. Right? If you want to live a happy life, this is a text for you, this is a place for you. And this is what we are going to do in the entire webinar. The book has 7 chapters. We are going to see all of them and little extra topics also to clarify some of these chapters. And thus we have next 9 or 10 sessions based on this. If you can see, I have just given some acronyms, some short forms, to make it simple. Take charge, first chapter. TC nowadays is take care, no? Take care. Don't take care. Take care is true, but take charge of your life. What is it? We are going to see. Perform to potential, P to P. Empowerment, E square. Empower and excel. Understand what is empowerment. How can I excel? Workable tips, LBW, life of balance. We are going to see life of balance and workable tips. We'll see all the interesting points there. Harmony in relationships, my relationship with objects, my relationship with people, what kind of situations I get, how can I remain happy? I want to be happy in every relationship, but I end up being sad in every relationship. How can I be happy? Relating with things also, objects also, what is there to value? We should value the values. All these points we will be seeing in the upcoming classes. And finally, mind your mind. Right? Why? That is the most important and most troublemaking and most joy-giving equipment. So we will take some other topics also when we are going through this. Some other topics also be there. Why God? Why? That also topic will be there, and some other topics also we will be seeing. So let's start our journey to rediscover happiness. Why I'm saying rediscover? Because it is my own true nature. It is there with me. To be happy, we are starting with this tips for happy living, right? These are the reflection questions for all of you. Those who are joining live right now will have discussion based on this. Please give equal importance to discussion. We are all youngsters. We want to say so many things. Knowledge happens not just by listening, but when we discuss, when everybody shares their ideas, that is how the knowledge happens. So every session we are going to have some discussion, because just listening is just passive thing. That is not sufficient. You need to actively participate in the entire process. All right. So please take a picture of this reflection questions. These are the questions that you are going to discuss in your groups. All right. I will conclude with prayer, and then Smarab will continue explaining to us how to break into different groups, etc., and breakout rooms on Zoom, so that all the discussions can simultaneously happen age wise. Thank you all. See you next week. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamādāya Purnamevāvashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.
Hari Om. Thank you, Vedji, for the wonderful session. I hope we all have some important learnings from this that we can take back and that we will reflect upon. This following announcement is for the people who are watching on YouTube, the live streaming. The full session is available. The first session alone is available for free on YouTube. And as you have seen this session, you can now also reflect upon whether you should join this webinar live, be involved with other youngsters in discussions, and empower yourself to become the best version of yourself through the study of these texts. For that, you can register for this webinar using the link below in the description. Thank you very much for attending, and we hope to see you in our weekly webinar sessions again. Hari Om. Hari Om. So now for those of us who are continuing on the webinar, we will now have a group discussion.